Well, I don't know about you, but the nerves are gradually building here in the commentary box. We're just moments away from lights out at our latest F1 World event. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of around 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill of turn 3. And as our drivers line up on the grid, they'll be staring off and up into the distance. Turn 1, up the hill, a great place to make up positions if you're down the race order. Now, Anthony Davidson, take me back to when you first made your debut and give us some practical advice today.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. You're in first position, front of the pack. They're all fresh softs. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Oh yes, you made that look easy. Well done.
A fantastic team effort then to secure victory here in the Styrian Alps.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way onto the podium now. And it's been another brilliant F1 World Grand Prix. What a joy it is to follow these drivers throughout the season. So why not join us again next time for more of the same?
Nice one. You've just earned an upgrade. Upgrades can be equipped to your F1 World car and will increase your tech level. The higher your tech level, the more events you'll be able to take on, so it's important to equip upgrades whenever you can. Upgrades can be equipped in the garage, so it's worth going there now to equip your new upgrade. Completing event objectives is a great way to earn extra rewards that will help you to progress through F1 World. Events update regularly, so be sure to check back each day or each week to see what's on offer. Invitationals are cooperative events you can take on with other players to earn cool prizes. When you acquire an invitational within F1 World, you'll be able to open it here and start a lobby. Or you can join another player's invitational lobby here. For more info, check out this help page. Ranked is our competitive multiplayer arena, where players compete each week to move up through the ranked divisions. Select What are divisions for more details. Goals are optional challenges that you can complete for extra awards. When you've completed one, be sure to come back and claim what you've won. When you're equipping a new team member, you need to provide them with a contract. Each contract bestows a bonus mod upon that team member and lasts for a fixed number of events. When that contract expires, all of that team member's mods will be disabled until you give them a new contract. Note that if you replace a team member or their current contract is destroyed, no matter how many events were left on it. This icon means that this is a licensed event. Licensed events offer different experiences based on your chosen license level. Clean driving grants access to higher license levels, but incurring warnings and penalties will limit the range of licenses you can use. You can choose which license you drive under from those you have access to. Driving under higher level licenses will deliver a more authentic F1 experience. There are bonuses and benefits to driving under a higher license level, so to progress efficiently in F1 World, it's worth trying to gain a higher license.
The F1 World Calendar takes us across the globe and back home again. Welcome along to our latest event. Who knows what's going to happen today? Another day, another event. But this is no mundane progression. There's victory on the cards for one of our F1 World drivers today. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Accidents are some... Okay, so you can use the controls to either pause, fast forward or rewind, and once you've found exactly where you want to go again from, just follow the on-screen prompt to head back into the action.
All right, let's focus now for the rest of the race. Okay, DRS is now available. Final lap, push, push. Great stuff, that's a podium finish, well done. And you kept it clean.
I mean, it looked like they were in a different category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. It's been a thrilling day of F1 World action, but there are more to come in the future. So follow us and join us once more as these drivers put themselves through the ultimate test.
This is your super license. Tied to your super license is your Fan Zone expression label. That will be presented across F1 World to other players. Currently, it's showing your constructor Fan Zone choice. Select the Edit Expression option to view the other expression labels you can choose from. This is where you can swap the expression label on your super license. Each new F1 World season, you will make new Fan Zone choices, and when
Welcome everybody from the commentary box to this latest F1 World event. So far this season, some of our drivers have made great names for themselves, others need to improve. Can they do it today? Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of Silverstone Circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey, but the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been. Some really technical terms coming up for our drivers today. Maggots, Beckett's, Chapel, making that unforgettable triple header. And of course, then there's the high-speed cops. The first battle is keeping it together on the track, and there are positions to be gained and made here. We've got to the middle part of the season, Anthony Davidson. There are lots of points on offer here, and there have been lots of points on offer and attained by our driver at the start. So how do they maximise that start?
Well, we hear some drivers say, oh, it's all over, only after a couple of races, but the seasons are long, and there's a lot of points up for grabs these days. So, you know, it's easy to look back and reflect and think, oh, I could have had X amount more points now in the bag, but you can't change that. So focus on what you can control, work with your team the best you can, and just aim for perfection from now on. You know, you can turn things around. That's the reason you're in Formula One, in this competition in the first place, is because of your previous achievements in the sport. So look back at those positive moments rather than what the negatives bring.
Now use DRS. DRS now available. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, good work. Great pass. Okay, it's sat in P2. Okay, gap to the car in front, 2.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Mate, you're bringing home a trophy, you're on the podium, and I don't have to fix the car.
Here we are then, a fantastic British Grand Prix, and what a performance it was from our race winners today.
To do it as a team on home soil, that
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all. Well, what happened on the track today will surely, no doubt, come back to excite us once more. These drivers competing throughout the season and giving us brilliant entertainment. So why not join us again next time for more of the same? Well, a warm welcome from the commentary box to this F1 World event. What a glorious day this could be for one. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6-mile track, with 7 of those coming in the form of chicanes. And with a good slipstream and DRS open, there should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today. Our drivers will be thrilled today. It's Monza, historic circuit, and it welcomes a new crop of F1 World competitors. So, Anthony Davidson, the season is a long entity. How does your mentality change as we move through the various stages?
Everybody's got a coulda, woulda, shoulda story around this time of the year, Crofty, and it's easy for you to feel like the victimised one. But like I say, everybody's been through that, and they could have all scored more points, of course. So focus on the here and now and control the things that you can control. What's happened has happened. Just it's time to move forward.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. the pack. That's P1. They're on fresh softs. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Come on, team! This is just the beginning, guys. I'm so proud of you all.
Oh, you made that look so easy. It was nice and clean, and we took that victory.
They made great use of the clear air today and didn't allow anyone to exploit the slipstream behind them. What a great win here at Monza.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure. Well, the prize in the eyes of our winner today is there for all to see. But next time, who knows who might be standing on top of that podium? Join us again next time for more thrilling F1 World action. And welcome from the commentary box to our latest F1 World event. The prize today is victory, but that prize can only be won by one. Our drivers line up on the grid then for our latest instalment in this F1 World Journey. Our drivers have come from various backgrounds, but they all have the same emotion, the same target, and that's victory today. We've got to the middle part of the season, Anthony Davidson. There are lots of points on offer here, and there have been lots of points on offer and attained by our driver at the start. So how do they maximise that start?
Well, we hear some drivers say, oh, it's all over, only after a couple of races, but the seasons are long, and there's a lot of points up for grabs these days. So, you know, it's easy to look back and reflect and think, oh, I could have had X amount more points now in the bag, but you can't change that. So focus on what you can control, work with your team the best you can, and just aim for perfection from now on. You know, you can turn things around. That's the reason you're in Formula One, in this competition in the first place, is because of your previous achievements in the sport. So look back at those positive moments rather than what the negatives bring.
Okay, DRS is now available. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Come on, team! This is just the beginning, guys. I'm so proud of you all.
Yes, mate. We got the win and you did it cleanly. Incredible.
A great team victory today, Crofty. That's the important bit here. On home soil, the drivers delivered, the team delivered as well, and to do that in front of their home support really means a lot to them.
Here comes your top three making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One. So many races, so many stories. Who knows what the next chapter has in store for us all? So join us next time out for more thrilling F1 world action.